All right, we do want to welcome you guys to our corporate update call. I do want to appreciate all of you guys tuning in. I know some of you, it is 6 o'clock on the West Coast. It is 9 o'clock on the East Coast. It is 2 a.m. in the UK, 3 a.m. if you are in Spain or France. Some of you are on the replay. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whether you're here live or the replay. This is the one place you want to be every single week. This is the one place you come and get the updates on the company, everything that's happening in the company, the announcements, the rank advancements, the training, the news and announcements from our CEO, Mr. David Hart. So again, this is our most important call we do every single week. And as we begin every week, we always like to begin with all of the rank advancements. We'd like to honor all of you that have been out there doing the correct action steps, all of you that have been out there rank advancing. Again, it demonstrates for other people that, my gosh, if those people are winning, I can win too. And on a weekly basis, we have obviously the incredible news and announcements from all the different rank advancements in our company. Our man, Mr. Mike Oliver, the godfather of Travorium. He's our CEO and founder's sponsor. And the very first direct sales company he ever did way back when, did the very first meeting for Mr. David Hart way back when. Mike does all kinds of things in our company today. Mike's always got this big smile. Anybody that ever meets Mike instantly warms up like, oh my gosh, that guy's so great. He's a fabulous storyteller, a fabulous mentor, a fabulous sponsor. He does so much for the company, for all of you. He's here every single week to lay it down and share with everybody just how many people have gone out and won this past week with Travorium. So Mike, we got a power pack call tonight, but I want to get it over to you right away so we can honor all those people who rank advanced this week.
Well, thank you, Todd. And first thing I want to say is you are the number one edifier. You know how to edify others and make them feel great. And everybody that knows Todd, you could learn a lesson from him on how to make other people feel like $1 million. And so, Todd, it's an honor to know you and to be your friend, and I appreciate that. Great introduction. Thank you. And welcome everybody that's new, especially to the Travorium Monday Night Corporate Update. I want to go ahead and acknowledge all the newest rank advancements, the most current ones. And here at Travorium, where we start first of all is with, hang on a second here, is I got to get on the site here where I can share, if I can find it. Oh, here we go. Okay, great. Okay, so the first level of rank advancement here at Travorium is what's called a director. Now you're saying, Mike, what is a director? Well, a director is one who's went out and found 3 others that want to join him or her in business, or they want to purchase our beautiful and fantastic travel product. And so they like to travel. They want to get discounts on travel. So they've joined as either a customer or a business builder. And so these are our most current ones. We had about, I think 119, 120 of them last month. But anyway, I want to say congratulations. Now, income-wise, what you're making at this point here, you're making the same amount of money that your monthly business expense cost you to be a Travorium partner. So you're breaking even right at this point. Now you're ready to start making some money. So the next level of advancement here is what's called a 1-star director. Now, a 1-star director is going to be making between $400 to $700 a month. So you're just starting to build a little team. I mean, you hardly got very few people. You have very, very few people on your team at this point right here, just a small team. But this is the beautiful thing that Mr. Hart, I remember standing in his driveway when he decided, it was in his driveway over there in Murrieta, and I can't remember the name of the street, but a FedEx guy had just delivered a box, and he made the decision right then to start Travorium. And I remember him saying the first thing he was going to do, he was going to create a company with a value product, and he was going to make sure people could start making money quickly. And so here at the 1-star director level, you got barely a team just starting, and you're already making $400 to $700 a month. So you're getting excited because you're in the black. Okay. So now the next level of advancement here at Travorium is what's called a 2-star director. Now, we have our most current 2-star directors. I'm going to go ahead and read their names. First of all, Mary Santana, Miss Cynthia Sly, Miss Carmen Conde Canamacia, and Sulamita Zilan. I want to say congratulations to the four of you. These are our most current two-star director recipients. And at this level here, you're going to, besides making between, I'd say 24, it could possibly be up to $36,000 a year. Now that's significant money, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, especially in some of the countries that we are in, that kind of income changes your life dramatically. Okay. And so congratulations to Mary, Cynthia, Carmen, and Solamita. And you're also going to receive, after you've qualified for 31 days at this here level, you're going to be the recipient of a two-star director ring. It's a custom ring that Mr. Hart, our CEO and founder, designed himself. So I send you an email after that 31-day qualification, and I request two things. I request your ring finger size and your best shipping address. So make sure you read your emails here at Trevorium. It's really important. And so congratulations to our newest recipients. And then the next level is what's called a three-star director. And our most current three-star directors are Adeline Martel and Tatiana Zilan. I want to congratulate both of you and thank you for your leadership. Now at the three-star director level, you're making besides the income, which I will discuss, you're making also what's called a lifestyle bonus, and that's $300 extra a month for you to do with what you want, okay? And then your income at this level is going to be between $30,000 to $40,000 a year in residual income. Now, if you're building with our Trevorium Leader Pack, you could raise that level of income up to $7,000 to $8,000 a month. So you want to make sure that you know that the people on your team are building with our Trevorium Leader Pack. Okay. So I want to congratulate again Adeline and Tatiana. Thank you for your leadership here at Trevorium. And I think that's it for this week. Todd, it's always exciting each week being on here, watching people move on. And so thanks for the opportunity to take part in this. And I'm going to go ahead and pass it back to you, my friend.
Well, hey, Mike, thank you so much for coming on and sharing, obviously, all the rank advancements. By the way, some of you will notice that we had Tatiana Zilan. She became a three-star director. Well, that was her daughter, Solamita Zilan, who became a two-star director. One of the few mother-daughter teams where it all happened the exact same week. And so obviously that's pretty incredible for many people like the Davis family. This has become a family affair where people are traveling together, they're building together, they're having fun together. And you know, Mike, I know you know this better than anybody, but I had a call today, and it was with a big part of our team in Russia. We're not actually in Russia, but they speak Russian. That's their native language. Many of them are all in the United States, but they're from the Ukraine, they're from Belarus, they're from Kazakhstan, they're from Russia. And as I did the call today, we were talking about networking, and we were kind of, getting kind of deep. And I mean, yeah, we show people how to travel for less. We show people how to travel for free. We give people a chance to make money. And a big part of this is the personal development that happens along the way. It's helping people become a better version of themselves. And as we kind of got deeper and deeper and deeper, and I was trying to help people understand, what this thing's really about. Because a lot of times people join for the money, Mike, but they stay for the people. They stay for the community. They stay for the camaraderie.
That's
and
right.
When you invite somebody to join Trevorium, you're not just inviting them to some deal where I hope I can make $50 on. I mean, I understand maybe it feels that way when you're first just trying to get your 3 and you're new and you're excited and you're just hoping someone will sign up. I mean, I understand sometimes that might be the emotion, but the bigger thing is you're inviting people to be part of a fellowship. You're inviting people to be part of a community. You're inviting people to be part of our family. You're inviting people to a group of people, like-minded people who all want to improve themselves, build a business, travel, have fun. And you have a group of people that, if you haven't figured this out yet, life happens. Good things are going to happen to you. Bad things are going to happen to you. And I don't just mean in Trevorium. I mean in life.
Yes.
And who doesn't want a community of people that, man, I got my Trevorium family there, that whether the chips are up or the chips are down, I got a group of winners. I got a group of people that are improving themselves, a group of people that care about me, a group of people that I can call. And even if it's just to lend an ear, to lend a kind word, a pat on the back, how many people out there alone would just die to have this kind of a support structure to tap into to help you go do this thing called life. And
Yeah.
so you're inviting people to a place where they can not only travel for less, not only a place where they can travel for free, but a place where they can change their life and be with like-minded people that'll become like family that they get to journey through life with, and whether it be up or down. And that in itself is more valuable than the money. And don't get me wrong, you'll take the money. Everybody takes Dave Hart's money. We're all going to take the money. But it's not just about the money, right? It's about the friendship, the community, and everything else. And what I want to do at this point is actually take this to our CEO and founder, a gentleman, again, who brings both sides of the equation to our company. Because you can meet people that are very good at business, but they don't understand network marketing. They don't understand a thing I just said. And so they're good at business, horrible at networking, and it's a disaster. And you can meet people that are great networkers. They can build big downlines, but they're horrible at business. And that is also a disaster. And when you get that perfect recipe of a leader that brings both sides of the equation, has the heart the size of Texas, cares about people, wants to go out there, bring value in the marketplace, and the largest industry in the world, travel, showing people how making their dreams come true in a way that no other company's ever done. There's not one company out there doing what we're doing. We're completely unique with an incredible leader. Now that is a recipe for magic to happen. So without any further ado, Mr. Mike Oliver, I know you feel the way I do. We're going to turn this over to our CEO and founder, Mr. David Hart. Mr. Hart, take it away.
All right. All right. Great call tonight, guys. Always love being on these calls and just getting people updated with Travorium. Todd, thanks for the kind words tonight. Mike, as always, I love you, old man. All right. Hey, last week I shared this slide and I thought it was worth sharing again. By the numbers, what's going on in Travorium? And Todd, I know he's going to come back on and talk a little bit about his experience at the airport the other day as well. And I had that same similar experience as he did a few weeks ago. So by the numbers, and we compared 2021 against the first 8 months of 22. And our travel site bookings are up almost 500% over last year. 500%, only 8 months in versus all of last year. So people are booking travel. People are using the sites to save money on travel. And that is a positive thing. One of the great things about the travel site is that every time you use it, you get what we call loyalty points. It's like cash back on your credit cards. It'd be the equivalent of that. And what's cool is, like, you could use your credit card that earns cash back to book on the travel site, and then you can double dip and earn loyalty points and get those points back too. So now you're really maximizing your ability to travel because you're getting better than travel agent rates. And then, of course, we have our Dreamcation platform, which is our travel points, and we house with the Dreamcation platform two separate platforms that allow you to use your travel points to travel. And our world tours in the first 8 months of this year, we're up over 325% over what we did the entire year of last year. And I got to tell you, we have a great lineup in 2023 in terms of world tours. So we're going to be releasing those. I think the end of October, we release March and April, possibly May. At the end of October, you'll start to see those populate in your back office. And then by the end of November, another 3 to 4 months. And then throughout the year, we'll have getaway from there. So our goal is to do the same in terms of the amount of world tours in 2023, 100 plus world tours in 2023, giving people more options to travel. And then also a couple of things, to travel back to the same places you loved if you wanted to. And then, of course, your downline or people that have seen some of the world tour videos that want to go travel where other people have had incredible times and created memories there. So that is extremely well. Now, the getaways are up almost 3 times as much over an 8-month period. And getaways are something that people book throughout the year. And it's one of our, it's used. We had our largest month in the month of August ever in the history of the company. in terms of people booking getaways in the month of August. And so, by the numbers, you could see that people are using our product. They're saving tons of money, up to 70% in their travel, in some cases, even up to 100%. I think it's Daryl and Todd that coined the phrase better travel for less, and travel for free. And one of the great things with our company, when you get 3 like-minded customers, you are now earning enough money to cover the cost of your membership. So you are in a positive plus position. And it's easy to do that when you're just out sharing our product with people and showing them the values of it. Now, I want to continue to this motto, or this language pattern that we want to create as a company to help create our culture and our language. And first, I want you guys to understand, we have a perfect service when it comes to marketing in the direct sales industry. When you think about it, there's been a lot of fad products that come and go. I mean, I remember, seeing weight loss product come and go. I see juice companies come and go. Then we saw coffee companies come and go, or shake companies come and go. And you know what? Travel is something that's been around since the time of when baby Jesus was born, and it'll be around for another 2,000 years. And the company that makes up the entire marketplace, or the 2 companies that do that, are Priceline and Expedia. And because they're a high retail profit generating marketplace, they continue to create our marketplace, which is net travel rates, or better than travel agent rates, travel through the best travel membership on the planet. It's the perfect service to market when you think of long term. I'll just share with you, I was visiting with a couple here just recently, and they were in one of the new shiny, flashy deals that come and go. It seems like every 3 to 7 years. And they making some money in that company. They built a big team, and they were like, hey, we're already positioning ourselves in the next kind of deal that we could do, because we know that this is not going to be around very long. We don't know how long it's going to be around. These crypto, FX, well, let's just leave it like that. So understand that travel is here to stay. It's here forever. Global service. Travel is everywhere around the world. People want to travel, and they travel. So that's why we're in 60 plus countries. It's an everybody service. It's one of the most coveted dreams in the world, is to see the world. And it's a forever service. It'll be here long after anybody on this conference call or the Zoom is here and gone. So with that being said, Travorium will always be, Travorium will always believe, but Travorium will always be. This company is being built for generational income. It's being built for to pass on to generation. So it's a long-term vision here I have at Travorium. I want to switch gears and just congratulate a brand new ambassador that just broke just the other day. We're so excited for Malene Fornell. And she, from what I understand, I just was hearing about her today a little bit from Danny, that she builds the business offline. She's not an online marketer, but she's built most of her business offline, just sharing the information with people. Her start date was January 12th, 2021. Up here, she's about 20 months into the company, and she went ambassador. And sometimes people are in our company a little longer, 5, could be 6, 7 years to reach that ambassador level. But once you figure out what it takes to be an ambassador, once you figure out the activity steps that you have to do, and once you get it right in between here, really, I believe the journey is 12 months to 24 months to get there. But it may take you 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 years to get everything in place in here between your ears and the activity steps. My first 3 years of network marketing, I didn't sponsor anybody. So the ambassador, at the ambassador level, it's a 6-figure year income. By the time you add up all the bonuses, you're doing the activity levels, you are tapping into the leadership bonuses and the lifestyle bonuses. You've got the ambassador pool and the daily pay. That's a 6-figure year income. And then of course this is another lifestyle bonus that we give every single year. It's the ambassador trip. And this year it happens to be in Dubai. We're going to be at the Sofitel Obelisk, October 25th through the October 30th. Whose airline credit, breakfast and dinner paid for, and then paid activities. It's going to be an incredible time, incredible experience for all the ambassadors. So every year we have a new experience for the ambassadors to go on, and it's paid for. So take advantage of that, guys. We're excited about to hear what's going on in the month of September, and it just requires you to do some activity. And if you do the activity, I promise you that good things will come your way. I shared at a training on the Trevorian page the other day about 2 things that you have to do to be successful in our business. And that's 1, always be in the mindset to share our business. Number 2, help your people always be in the mindset to share their business. Help them share the business. If you do those 2 things, share the business and help people share the business, guess what? This message, Trevorian, is going to fall on the right people. So with that, continue the effort, continue the work. It'll pay dividends. Todd, I'm going to give it back to you.
All righty. Absolutely incredible. Congratulations to our brand new ambassador. Obviously, it was incredible about the numbers, David, to see the kind of percentages you're talking about, a 400% increase here and a 300% increase there. Unbelievable that we're going to get the brand new world tours here momentarily in about a month or so to see that upcoming schedule. I know that's exciting. And then obviously I love the fact that you shared your story about your first 3 years. I repeated that multiple times as trivia. I said, Arcelian found out how many people you think he sponsored in his first 3 years. One person guessed 1,000. And somebody else has guessed 200, 500. Only one person even came close, 10. And no, the answer was 0. And I think it goes to show that for different people of different walks of life, of different backgrounds, they come here and you never know when the aha moment is. You never know, well, like, yeah, maybe I'm kind of in, but I'm not all the way in. Or maybe I'm in the business, but the business is not in me yet. And sometimes it takes a while for people to really, kind of have it click, for them to really get it. And I always love kind of like doing a comparison between when Jesus built his ministry. He built the single largest organization in the world. Well, if you, go and read the account, he recruited 12. I'm going to teach you to be the fisher of men. And they went house to house, town to town, told the story. And again, it took Jesus working with the 12 3 years, coaching them up to get to the place of laying the foundation of what became Christianity. Now, I want to repeat, understand that he wasn't in 63 countries in 3 years. He didn't have the Bible in every hotel room in 3 years. No, all that came later. He spent 3 years coaching 12 people up just to lay the foundation. And obviously, he was unbelievable. He was good. And so don't be surprised if it takes you a short while to lay the foundation of your business, to learn the skill set, to learn the communication skills, to kind of figure this thing out, how to peak, pass, plug. How do I not say too much? How do I just kind of intrigue somebody, have them watch a video, get them on the phone with Danny Seguinal, watch a video, get them on the phone with Daryl and Maria, watch a video, get them on the phone with, Coach Deborah Taylor, Ambassador Deborah Taylor. And so again, it's just simply learning the simple skills. And when I did my training today, I understand that the skill set that it takes to build this business is easier than the skill set most of you have already acquired. It's easier than being a school teacher. It's easier than running a backhoe at a construction site. The group I was talking to today was translating. I go, it's easier than translating English to Russian, I promise you. It's easier than being a mom, being a dad. It's easier than most things that all of you have already mastered. All of you can learn the skill set. You can master the skill set. You can learn how to share it. You can learn how to grow it. You can become an ambassador. And at that moment, you've got the kind of freedom, the kind of lifestyle that's the envy of the world. And one of the people who's been living that lifestyle better than almost anybody I know, the guy has been on vacation for literally 9 months. In fact, he came to California. I was here in California for 6 months. because he got tired of the snow. In fact, if you go back and you look at his entire his story, Danny, he starts off as a customer. And he's here for over a year as a customer, just saving money on travel. And one day he has the aha moment, like, wow, I mean, I'm looking for a way to make money. And here I'm in this thing where who doesn't want to travel for less? I mean, why don't I go share that? He has that aha moment, begins to build his business. Of course, his business spreads all over the world. He works at the hospital, had for years. Finally, he's making so much money, he tells his boss, I can't afford to work here anymore. Well, next thing you know, it's snowing up there in Canada, and Danny's not a fan of snow. And he's like, man, what am I doing here? I could be anywhere in the world. I got a multiple six-figure per year income. So why don't I go to California and hang out, Southern California? Of course, he's on a visa because, he's a Canadian. So he can only be here 6 months. And so he's here 6 months. When he's done with that, he goes to Cabo for 6 months. When he's done with that, he goes back to Canada, grabs his mom, takes her to Punta Cana, was there for a month, took his mom back to Canada. Then he went to the Maldives, Bali, Thailand, France, went back home, said hi to his mom, washed his clothes. Now he's going to Cancun if he's not there already. And so anyway, Danny, you are living a life unlike almost anybody out there. You've been on vacation again. It is September. You've been gone all of this year, part of last year. I mean, I keep saying 9 months. Maybe you've been gone a year, but my friend, welcome. You're on fire. Your business is on fire. You did an amazing job on the training call on Saturday. And for those of you who did not see that training call, it was recorded on the Facebook page. Go back, watch it, then watch it, then watch it again, then watch it again, then watch it again, and then watch it again until you're ready to teach the information as well as Danny taught the information. Then you can stop watching it. But till then, Danny, unbelievable. Take it away, my friend.
Thank you, Todd. Thank you, Todd. You're right. You're right. I'm on my way to Cancun in a few hours, and I can't wait. And you know what? I got to do it. It's not that I want to, but I just happen to be in a travel company. So I'm kind of, I mean,
you don't want to do it. I need to clarify. That's sure? You sure about that?
David was in Cabo not even like a few days ago, so we don't want to do it, but
someone has to do it, right?
Someone has to do it. Someone has to do it. Thank you, Todd, for the introduction. And yes, go watch the training. Actually, I only said half of the training I wanted to do with you guys. So maybe next Saturday I'll be there for part 2. But I got fired up, and I said a lot of positive things, a lot of good things for you guys to build your business. I got a couple points for you guys real quick. Number one, congratulations again to Mylene. I remember talking to her when she was a 3-star. And I said, okay, you're going to become a 4-star. As soon as I saw she was a 4-star, I actually sent her a message. I said, oh, you're creeping up to become an ambassador. She did not even reply to me because she's not on social media. She didn't even look at the message on the second one, right? That's how much she's not connected. And most of my team builds online, but she's one of the few that takes the information and decide to go build it offline. And so great success, but that's what we do. We build ambassadors. People are coachable, which is really important. That's the formula. Be coachable, apply everything that you learn, right? We learn things on Monday night. We learn new things during the week, and we definitely learn a lot on the Saturday's call. But if you just tune in and you take the information here and it goes out here, you're not gonna get to your goals, right? You need to apply every single steps. And the good thing is, the good news, you could actually go back and watch all the training. Me and my own personal Facebook group, sometimes when I log in and I look and I see videos back of 2 years ago, sometimes 3 years ago, people go and click on it because there's a view, it ranks back my video at the top. And it's me literally in my Cadillac, and there's snow outside my window, and I'm driving at 7:30 a.m. after work because I build actually my biggest run was while I was working, right? My biggest run was while I was working because I took the little time I had and I worked extra hard because I didn't have all day to build the business. But people go back and they watch old videos. I'm like, what are they learning from back in 2020 or 2019? But you know what? They go back and they take the information, and I'm like, you know what, Danny? I wasn't ready. The timing wasn't there. But now I'm looking back at the information. I'm like, wow, I remember when you said that. Where's that video? And they go back and they look for it, right? Why you? Second point, why you? Why should people join with you, right? You need to become special. You need to become, show them how different you are. It's the people's business. Okay, hello, it's a people's business. Why should someone sign with you? The first thing you need to do for people to sign with you is be consistent. Be consistent on all your actions, okay? People need to know that they could sign with you because, you know, you're sticking around, okay? There's so many distractions. There's so many other ways to make money out there. They're being bombarded. Every time you're not talking to someone, someone is talking to them, all right? Every time you're not talking to someone, somebody else is saying, come join me. So you need to know that, okay, when you talk to someone, okay, did you leave an impression? Did you tell them that, hey, you know what? I will be there to help you. We have leaders that will be able to help you. It takes 3 and you're free. Aren't you going to travel anyway? Write this down. Aren't you going to travel anyway? It doesn't matter if they say, you know what, I don't know if I want to make money, you know, I'm kind of allergic to those $100 bills. Aren't you going to travel anyway? And if that's the case, why wouldn't you join us? It's just ludicrous to not join us to go pay more. I doubled there my team yesterday to put on our Facebook. You guys can do that too. And ask the question, okay, has anyone on my Facebook booked a hotel in the last 10 years? Okay, has anyone has ever booked a hotel room in the last 10 years? So my partners were like, what is Danny trying to do? Is that a Jedi mind trick? So they raised their hands. Yes, we all booked a hotel in our lifetime. I said, guess what? You've been scammed, right? You've been bamboozled. You overpaid. Everyone that booked a hotel room before Travorium, right, got scammed. Because when you join Travorium, you get the best net price. And then they started laughing like, oh my God, Danny, you got us. But it's the truth, right? We offered the best service. So if someone paid a hotel room before learning about what we do, they overpaid. I read on the news yesterday that Las Vegas, this past weekend, the rates were out of this world. If you guys don't know Circus, they were renting rooms at between $200 and $300. I remember going to Circus for $30, and I wouldn't even go there for free. Okay, if you guys know about Circus, I wouldn't even go there for free.
They got to pay me to go there.
You know, I wouldn't even go there for free. But the rates was like $200. Why? Because people are traveling, supply and demand, right? So there's less rooms available. So people are like, well, I guess we're gonna go to Circus. And then they get there, they're like, damn, I paid $200 for this room. So they would have saved money with us, right? So we have a product that people are looking for. Number 3, be your #1 fan. Believe in yourself. I was talking to a partner today and I said, you know what? There's one thing that no one can take away from you. I believe in myself. I don't care about this guru, that guru, this leader, this so-called 6, 7, 8-figure dude. I'm better than him. My confidence level is through the roof. I don't care about what nobody says. Nobody can come and tell me that I cannot win. No one can tell me that like I'm not gonna get to my goals, right? My goals has never been to make $300. My goals has never been to make $5,000. My goal is to be the #1 income earner. I look at the comp plan and I want the last rank. And no ifs, no buts, no one's gonna stop me. That's where I'm going because that's my belief level in myself. If you believe in yourself, no one can stop you. Too many people are like, yeah, okay, I think I could do it. I need to get 3, right? But what if I don't get 3? The minute you start doubting, right, you have that doubt, you lost. The minute you're doubting that you can't get 3, you're doubting you can't be a 1-star, you're doubting you can't be a 2-star, you already lost. You should have 0 doubt and should not let anybody, don't let your neighbor, for all the women out there, when you get your hair curled, right, you want to get a nice perm or whatever you want to get your hair done. Do you go see your mechanic? Do you go see your mechanic for an advice? Of course not. You're going to see a hairstylist for advice. So in our business, unless you're talking to someone that made it in our industry, don't ask nobody for advice around you. Don't ask your neighbor. Don't ask your mechanic. Don't ask your hairdresser. Those are all potential customers. They cannot tell you how to build your business. 7 billion people on this planet. So we have 4 types of people. So point number 4, we have people that have no clue, right? No clue. Thank you for the fire in the chat. People that got no clue about network marketing. I'll say that again. No freaking clue about network marketing. They only know about jobs, just over broke. That's all they know. That's all they've known all their life. So you're looking for those people. 99.9% of my team are people that have never been in the industry. They just stumble on us and like, oh, I guess I'm going to do travel. And it happens to be network marketing, right? Those are the best people because they're easier to work with. They're blank. They're just like babies. They're like, oh, network marketing. Yes, I'll join. You want those type of people. You want the people that kind of heard about it, but never really did it, right? They kind of like, yeah, I think I don't want to be just over broke. Then you have people that have been there, right? But I don't like those ones too much. But because you never know if they've been to the dark side. But anyways, for the one that did kind of network marketing, they kind of know some things. And then there are the people that are just not open. Well, you still got 3 out of 4 types that you can share this business with, right? 3 out of 4 on 7 billion. So there's enough people for you to go out there and reach out to. And then I'm going to end with this. Number one, I'm not good at math, but did you guys see the numbers that David just showed? I mean, 300%, 300, 400%, 275%. I don't know. I suck at math, but that looks like a good thing. Give me a thumbs up if that's a good thing for you guys too, because I'm not good at math, but anything above 100%, man, I'll take that to the bank, right? 100% is good. Another thing that he said, 0. Todd, can you confirm with me that David said he sponsored 0 people in the first 3 years?
0 in the first year, 0 in the second year, 0 in the third year, 0, 0, 0.
And now he's our CEO and made millions of dollars in network marketing. Go figure. Did you guys get that? So everyone that has 0, like me in my first year too, in Travorium, I had 0 too, right? So basically, you have a better chance to win if you average 0 for your first 3 years, because you're sticking to the business. You are learning and you are growing. So don't look at the fact that you're not winning right now, that you're not going to win later. The ones that win later are the ones that didn't win at the beginning, right? I mean, the ones that stuck around. Sometimes you win too quick and then you think you're special. I know some of those. They won really quickly.
And the first will be last, and the last will be first.
You know, some people won real quickly. Some people got the 1% chance, right? And they had the 1% ability, but they didn't have the 98%, right, consistency to stick around, right? They lost that. So I'd rather people that stick around longer and they don't win right away, because at least they appreciate what we have. And then I'll end with this. Todd, you just mentioned that you're doing training in Russian, but you don't speak Russian, right?
I do not speak Russian. Well, wait a minute. Da.
So guys, Todd looked at me and he's like, I'm going to do something even harder than Danny did, because Danny already speaks French. So when Danny goes and build a French team, at least he speaks the language. I'm gonna go build Russian, and I only know the word da. I know da, right? So I'm gonna make it 10 times harder just because.
Hey, Danny, check that out.
Look at that.
All right, I'm multitasking, doing a phenomenal job. Lots of energy.
That looks like an invitation.
That looks like an invitation
Come
too.
on over. Come on over. My boy Juan is on tonight. Part family member getting ready to build, and he's a master chef. So Juan, did I get it done? I know you'll message me later on. What's up, Rhino?
Hey, I think I'm closer than any of these guys. I'll be ready.
Yeah, Danny's in Canada. I'm in Reno, Nevada.
Come on over.
Kitchen close.
I don't mean to throw you off, but you know what? I thought, I could do is come on and just share with people that you can multitask and still be plugged in. Great energy tonight.
Thank you. Yes. Man, he only pulls out the filet mignon when I'm out of town. You notice that? The filet mignon comes out when I'm out of town. When I'm in town, there's tacos.
Yeah, but this is Southern California tacos, and they're really good tacos.
Yeah, I get the good tacos. I really good tacos. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. Like I said, stay plugged in, do the work, rewatch all those Monday night calls and all the Saturday training. I hope you guys are fired up in the chat. I'm not going to say how many people we have tonight, but I really want everyone to invite one person next week. Type the word one in the Zoom chat, okay? Because if everyone tonight invites one more and comes back next week, type 1, okay? We're going to double the size of the people in this call. There's no reason why we shouldn't be at the number that I want to see, okay? So next week, everybody drag somebody, okay? Call someone, be like, listen, do me a favor. Just hop on, multitask, cook your spaghetti, throw your spaghetti on the wall, cut your bread, put some butter, but be on the Monday night call. I get back to you, Todd.
Hey, Danny, unbelievable. I hope everybody will go back and watch this segment that Danny just did, along with the segment our CM founder just did, along with the training that Danny did on Saturday, and watch it again and again and again and drive up and down the road. Hear the energy, here are the points. Our CEO and founder, 0, 0, 0 after 3 years. If you've been here 1 year and you got a 0, it means your likelihood of succeeding is much greater than someone else that signed yesterday that's got 5. No, but they got 5. No, you've already proven you've got stickability. And the stickability is what made David Hart millions, not what he did the first 3 years. It takes a moment to figure it out. It takes a moment to learn this, to learn that. I failed utterly in my first 2 years in this business. And so again, you can see countless people that are having big time success today that did not have success at the origins of their beginning. Remember, before you can be great, you have to be good. Before you can be good, you have to be bad. And before you can be bad, you have to begin. Everybody's got a beginning. Everybody started at 0, 0, 0, right? We all had the first person we ever signed up, okay? We've all had that day, that moment. And again, over time, you'll learn that. You have Danny here on a regular basis, tapping into all that energy that he's got. And what I'm going to do real quick, because I know we got Daryl and Maria out there as well. I wanted to bring on Daryl and Maria before you hang up here, Danny. I want to grab Daryl and Maria, bring them on, who I don't even know what part of the world they're in anymore. They were in Florida for a month. then they were going to San Francisco. Who knows where they're at now? I'm in Reno, Nevada. Daryl, where you at?
We're somewhere.
Yeah, you're always somewhere.
You don't want people to track him down, but I think it was in Orlando, but now I see San Francisco, so I don't know. I don't know.
I'm tricking you, Danny. I'm tricking you.
Yeah, I'm seeing that Golden Gate Bridge. By the way, here's the one place I know where he's at, and he's not home. Okay, yeah. He's not home. That's the one place I know where he's not. And I love seeing that too, because it's true for you, Danny. It's true for obviously Ambassador Deborah Taylor. If this were a home-based business, you all be broke because you're never home. You're out traveling, having fun, living the lifestyle, giving people that example. There's Ambassador Deborah Taylor. Daryl, I want to throw it over to you for a moment for some of your thoughts here.
Real quick, there's really nothing I can add. Dave did another powerful job. Of course, Danny is just, duck and get out of the way. Guys, we have the most incredible company in the world. There's no question about it. We were actually in Orlando for about 15, 16 days, and it was just unbelievable. Some of you guys saw the place that we stayed in. It was 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom on the golf course, 10 swimming pools, 5 acres of a water park there. And it was just flat out unbelievable. Anytime we wanted to go somewhere, you just you make a phone call, they'll come pick you up in a little bus, and they'll take you over to this swimming pool, the water park. They'll take you out to dinner at night. They'll pick you back up. It was just an amazing, unbelievable experience. And again, I'm only going to just hit real quick on what everybody's already said. The tiny changes in your habits can change the trajectory of your life in ways that you can't even imagine. I mean, just 37% in a whole new different direction, as opposed to 1% in the wrong direction. It's going to take you down to 0. And that's unfortunately where most people are today. You're at 0. But if you read the books, you get on these calls that we're talking about Saturday or Monday, and throughout the training calls, you do the things we show you to do, and you stick to it. So I'm just repeating everything these guys have just said. You have to be here to enjoy the lifestyle. It's not going to happen. When you first get started, even if you lose weight, it's not going to happen that first day, or you're not going to see it that first day. And after a week or two, or in our business, a month or two, that's where most of you lose, and your life, just becomes average like everybody else's. But if you fight through, like Todd talked about, like Danny talked about, like David talked about, like we talk about all the time, and you're here, you're going to land a Danny. You're going to land amazing people that will help you grow your business with or without you. But so many people don't hang around long enough. Todd talks about, the coffee company that's out there, Starbucks, and you already know this story. I'm not going to hit you with that story tonight, but you already understand. Winning is you have to stick to win. And if you do that, your life's going to change. Guys, I want to ask you guys for a favor. Tomorrow, Dean Harvey, you guys have met him on some of the world tours and this and that. He and I are building like crazy for tomorrow night. Now, Danny already talked to you about Monday, and we all need to be inviting 1 or 2 or 5 or 10 people here. And a lot of those could just be your team members. But tomorrow night, Dean and I are building like crazy for that event. He's got some things going. He wants to go 2-star. So we're going to put some special things together. just for tomorrow. So we need your help. I need all of you guys that normally don't show up on Tuesday, show up tomorrow. You're going to find out what you've been missing, but you will help Dean and all his new guests, my new guests, see that. So if you will commit, put a 2 in the chat if you will commit to being there. And my recommendation, you need to bring a guest. If you bring a guest, you're going to be calling me and say, Daryl, I didn't know what you were doing, but I just want to say thank you for getting me to get on this call. And I brought 3 guests, and my life is starting to change for that. So again, that's the only favor I have. Tom, to throw it back to you. Great call. This is the best company I've been in 34, 35 years being in this industry, and we're still just getting going.
You know, Joe, before you go away, my daughter had a baby shower a week ago. And so my sister-in-law, my mother-in-law, they flew into San Diego and they were there for the baby shower. And they were talking about how crazy the airport was. And of course, obviously we had landed just before them and the airport was just nuts. So we were flying up. So I'm in Reno, Nevada right now. We were flying out on Thursday to come here to Reno. And so we're at the airport and we try to go to the restaurant where you can get a food, get a drink, whatever. You can't even get in the place. I mean, you can't get in. Every table, right? You can't get in. We're standing out like in this huge line, just trying to get in. And the waiter comes and says, can I get you guys something? And we're like, yeah, sure. And he's like, look, I've worked here 14 years and never in my life have I seen a year like this. It is the busiest year in the history that I've been here. We need a bigger airport. People do not fit in the San Diego airport anymore. That's how much people are traveling. It was packed.
Well, Todd, people are realizing when they missed their family, they couldn't see one another, they couldn't, congregate in other people. They're now realizing that was a huge mistake, and they're not going to make that mistake again. I'm going to give you one more example of the airport, guys, and it's a little crass, but I'm going to tell you anyway. In all of my travels since I was a little kid, I've never went to the men's bathroom and there was a line. In Seattle, coming back from Orlando, it's the first time in my history of traveling for men, the bathroom was out the door and down the corridor. I have never seen that before. Women, I've seen that. Maria's had to wait a few times, but I've never seen that before. It was truly unbelievable.
I'm laughing because I know it's stereotypical, but I made the same joke, right? I came out, right? There's a line out the door for the men's bathroom. I'm like, what's going on here? We're men. We don't wait in line. we don't do that. So anyway, yeah, I got 2 more people. I got Ryan here. I got Ambassador Deborah Taylor here. Ambassador Deborah, I'm going to have you close the whole thing out. Ryan, your thoughts real quick. And you're on mute.
No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, I'm going to keep it real simple and quick because I'd love to hear what Ambassador Deborah Taylor has to say as well. But, we talked about, we had a great call on Saturday, and Danny, it's complicated, huh, my friend? It's complicated, right? Here's what's not complicated. Going onto your website, going into World Tours, and booking a trip. It's not really complicated. You press, this is where I want to go. This is the date I want to go. Click, submit, I'm on my way. And guess what? In 8 days, 9 days at the most for some of us, we are on our way. And a year ago is a trip to Cancun that changed my life. 1 year ago, changed my life. You were a part of it. Danny, you were a part of it. The French group was a part of it. Daryl was a part of it. As I'm standing on a bridge on Saturday doing the training because Todd's phone didn't work. And I didn't know what I was doing, but Daryl just carried me all the way along on that little training. So anyways, listen, guys, I'm going to talk about the building in my world, which is taking trips. Because every time I take a trip, I post it. And all I do is get hundreds of people commenting about where are you now, Ryan? Oh my gosh, you were just in New Orleans. Wait a minute, you're in Vegas now? Oh, wow, that's awesome. Oh, wait a minute, you're in France now? How did you get to France? What the heck is that thing? Tammy's got those purses. Tell me what this Louis Vuitton thing is all about. Oh my gosh, the pictures at the Eiffel Tower were amazing. Todd and Gina looked awesome in those pictures. Guess what? In about 7-8 days, we're going to do it all over again. We're going to get on a trip. I'm sorry about that, guys. I don't even need to open my mouth. All I do is shoot the pictures out and let the pictures do all the talking. Folks, book a world tour, get some of your friends at the world tour, and we'll see you on the beach of the world. Todd, back to you, my friend.
All right. Well, Ryan, you got a great story because obviously, again, took Dave Hart 3 years to get his first person. Danny was over a year. I know Daryl Maria, they came here, they turned it on strong, but we didn't have everything that we had today. They had to go through a period of time. Ryan, you were here for a long time as just a customer, kind of hanging out, went on the world tour. That was the aha moment. You started building, started working from that point, 8 months to ambassador. And so everyone builds at a different rate. We got people doing it fast, people doing it slow. All that matters is that you're doing it. And I don't want anyone to root for a bad economy because people get hurt in bad economies. But if the economy are to take a turn south for some reason, and there's all kinds of, we're getting ready to raise interest rates and those kinds of things. If that were to happen, I just want you to realize that is the time that more people than ever before open up to network marketing. Because sometimes when the economy is good, like, I don't have to call my friends and family. I don't have to do that. I got my money in the stock market. Stock market's going through the roof. I'm good. My job's good. My 401k is good. Everything's good. Sometimes when the economy is not so good, people are like, hey, Deborah Taylor, hey, tell me about that thing again. Are you available tomorrow night? I mean, people open up and they start taking a look in a way they've never looked before. If something were to happen to the economy, the desire to travel does not go down. People's ability to pay for travel is what goes down. And people more than ever will need a program like ours. So I'm not asking you to root for a bad economy, although if that happens, it means your business is only going to go up. You're going to have a huge uptick if the economy goes south. It doesn't mean to root for it. It's just putting that out there, making some of you aware, because some people might be talking about that based on certain things that are happening out there in the news cycle. And I want you to be able to be prepared. If someone says, well, yeah, but what about the economy? Say, you kidding me? If the economy goes south, my business is going to boom. And here's why. And you can just tell them, and it's 100% fact. Now, without any further ado, Ambassador Deborah Taylor, who does the Sunday night call for us, the fireside chat every single Sunday. Last night, no exception. She's out there traveling the world, doing Louis Vuitton. And she did Louis, but you know what? She liked Louis Vuitton so much, she did it in Paris, then went to Venice and did it all over again. Did it twice. And so it's right. So Ambassador Deborah Taylor, we're going to give you the final word.